Ricky, what happened when you went to school today?
The white folk beat me with clubs today.
Did they smash the cars? Did they smash your window in the car?
Yes.
What happened to you, Ricky?
I got hit in the side of the head with a club.
Was there any glass?
No. Yeah.
Are you going back to school, Ricky?
No.
You're not going back to school anymore?
No.
Are you afraid of the white folks, Ricky?
No.
Why aren't you going back to school? You don't like all the trouble, Ricky?
No.
Ready? Ready. Glenda, what happened when you went to school today?
Well, we were driving and the lady driving us to school, and we tried to get into school, but some group of white boys and men's came up with clubs and smashed all the glasses out and hit my other cousin on the arm and hit him in the head and hit me in the arm, and so they told to get that nigger, and so we went on, we drove on down, and we couldn't get into school.
Are you going back to school, Glenda?
Yes, I'm going back tomorrow.
No matter what happens?
No matter what happens.
Why do you want to go to this school, Glenda?
Well, I think I just like to see this town to be a better town, and we like to make friends with these people.
You also told me that when you get older, you didn't want to be afraid anymore.
No. And I would like to have a fine house and be proud of what I may earn.
And you, when you're an older person, you don't want to be afraid of the white folks anymore. Is that how you feel?
No. Yes, that's how I feel.
Are you afraid of the white folks now?
No, I'm not afraid.
You're going to keep going back?
Yes, I'm keep going back till I get into school.
No matter what happens?
No matter what happens.
Exactly what happened when you went over to the white school today?
The principal asked us when we came in the hall, he asked us where we were going, so we told him that we didn't, he asked us, first he said, where y'all going? We told him that we were coming to his office and tell him that this is our first time coming to school, and we didn't know which room to go to, and so he told us just all of us to go to the auditorium. And one boy, he came there, one girl came there, and she didn't know which room to go to, and so the principal asked her to come up and give her name, and so she came up and she gave her name to the principal, and the principal said, you done been here one time, and said, do you know which room you supposed to go to? She said, no, sir. She said, now, he said, this is my last time telling you. He said, I'm going to take you to your room this time, and I don't want you to come out of your room, don't know which room to go to. So he took her to the room. He came back and took our names, and when he took our names, he went somewhere on. And so we sat there, and he came back with something after 9 o'clock. And he came back, and so he called some of the children's name. He didn't call ours. He just told us that he didn't have no application for us, and told us to go on back. Just told us just to get up and go.
He told you to go home?
Go home. He didn't say sit there. He just said get up and go home. He said, 'cause I don't have any application. So we told him that we really should live at home, and he said, I don't want no arguing. He said, I don't want no arguing. He said, I'm just telling you what they told me, that y'all didn't have no application. So we got up and left out.
Are you going to try to get back in the school?
Yes, I'm going to try to get back Monday.
Okay, we'll get this other little girl. Okay. What happened? I'll do it again. What happened when you went to school today?
Well, he let some of the children went to their room. He carried them to their
Just a
room.
second, Reggie. We'll do it again. There. Okay. What happened when you went to school today?
Well, he let some of the children went to their room. He took them to their room.
This is the principal.
And then he told us to go somewhere.
Where did he tell you to go?
Home.
Are you going to try to go back again to this white school?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Well, I like to go to school.
You're going to keep going back until you get in the white school.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to call a lawyer?
Well, I guess.
Is your mama going to call a lawyer?
I guess so.
Is your daddy going to call a lawyer?
I think he would.
Okay. Okay. What happened to you today?
When I went to school, this was my first day going to school. When I went, the principal told me not to come back anymore to his office. So we left out. He told all of us not to come back.
Why did he tell you not to come back?
'Cause he didn't have no slip for us.
Did you make out a slip?
My mama gave my brother one. He took it over to the schoolhouse over here at the church and told, and then the folks took it over there at Legion Horn. They said they didn't have none for us.
But you say you did fill out an application for school.
My mama filled it out.
And you had it brought over to the school.
Mhm.
Are you going to try to get back into this white school?
Yes, sir.
Why?
'Cause I like to go over there.
Why do you like to go to the white school?
Learn.
Well, do you think the white children here have a better school than the colored folks?
Mhm.
They do have a better school than the colored folks.
Yes, sir.
It's new and it's bright and it's shiny.
Mhm.
What kind of school do they have for the colored children here?
Willow Woods Elementary School.
But you say it's not so good as the white school.
No, sir.
How do the children like you in school?
No, none of them like me.
The white children don't want you to go to that school. Why don't the white little boys and girls want you to go to that school?
I don't know.
Do the little white boys and girls like you?
I don't know.
Why don't they want you to go to school with them?
'Cause we black and they white.
Because you're black and they're white.
Yes, sir.
What difference does that make?
I don't know.
What did they say to you in church here this morning about God? Well, they said something about God. They said that God made everybody equal.
Well, they said God, like for white and black to go together.
That God likes black people and he likes white people too.
Yes. Yes, sir. I don't know nothing else.
Okay, let's get the name. Okay, just give me your name and spell it out, okay? Just give me the name.
Shorthand Rummer. S-H-I-R-L-E-Y.
What's your last name?
Rummer.
R?
R-I-M-M-E-R.
R-I-M-M-E-R. What grade?
7th grade.
7th grade. What's your name?
Diane Howell.
Diane Howell, H-O-W-E-L-L.
Howell.
H-O... How do you spell it?
D-I-A-N-N-E.
Yeah.
H-A-L-L.
H-A-L-L. H-A-L-L. All right. What grade are you in, Teresa?
3rd.
What grade are you in?
3rd.
She's in the 7th.
The student may proceed through.
State troopers?
No,
Are you upset for the fact that they're here?
we are.
Why, sir?
Well, I don't want to tell you.
What would happen if they left?
Well, they can't stay here all the time. See?
And what's going to happen when they do leave?
Protect them. I said I couldn't protect the man before it happened. I got him off him and taken the man to his car.
Don't you think it's important to arrest the people who are beating up newsmen in this town?
Well, some of them needs a cleaning.
Some of whom, Constable?
Some of the newsmen needs a cleaning, and the cameraman's all. Because they won't tell the truth.
Why is that?
I got up and...
Is that the way to handle it, Constable, really having them beat up by people in town?
No, it's not. No.
And you disagree with a lot of the news coverage, I know that.
Yeah, I disagree with it, some of the news coverage because they don't put but one side there.
But you don't agree either with beating up newsmen?
No, I don't.
What
If
did
they
you
tell
mean?
the truth, but if they tell a damn lie, they need whooping.
Well, by whom?
By whoever wants to whoop them.
Well, who decides whether it's the truth or a lie?
Well, whoever comes along decides that.
That's his own decision.
That's his own decision. When a newsman or a cameraman, either one comes in and tells a damn lie, and then he needs whooping.
Unfortunately, though, sir, whether you like it or not, it's your job to make sure they don't get whooped, isn't it?
Not after he told a lie, it wouldn't be my responsibility. It's his.
Do you think it's the state police or anybody else's job to protect the newsmen?
I don't have any film. I want to make sure we get...
Constable, we ran out when you were talking about the newsmen. I'd like to get your feelings on it.
We don't have anything particular against the newsmen, the press, or anything else. But we want them to tell the truth. We want them to tell just what happened.
Print our side is the same as they print the other side.
Just like
print
Monday.
both sides of it, just like it is.
Just like Monday, they told about going in the schoolrooms and whooping the children in the schoolrooms. I got the paper, see? I take the paper, see?
Newspaper.
That's right.
I read
Complete.
it too.
No truth whatsoever in it. We never let nobody to that schoolhouse.
Well, if what you say is true, even if it were true, what does that have to do with beating up newsmen?
Well, if he told a lie, he needs a whooping.
By whom, sir?
And whoever wants to whoop him. Does anybody come along?
They do it without discretion, though. They don't know who they're whooping.
But that's,
Well,
They don't know whether the guy told a lie or not.
They ought to straighten the bunch out.
When they read
what do you
his
think
name
about
is
the
up
state
there,
troopers being here? Are they a help to you?
Sure, we need them here.
whoever it may
Yeah.
be, he looks up there,
How long do you think they're gonna have to
he
stay?
I don't know.
says, "Maybe he's
What
saying,
happens
"I
when the
guess you can
troopers
get
and the
out."
newsmen and everybody else leaves?
I think everything will be back normal.
That's the way you go. That's the way you go.
You mean with the Negroes back on their side of town, or what? What do you mean? I'm sorry, I just don't understand what you mean by normal. In your opinion, what is normal? Peaceful or?
I think it'll be peaceful. It's not going to be like it once was. You know that. You've been in this racial trouble 12 years, and it comes stuck it down our throat here in a few months, and it won't be back normal for a few months.
What about the schools? If the newsmen and the troopers leave, will the Negro children still get beat up when they go to school?
I don't think so.
Why not? Why would it change?
Well, everything makes a change. It takes a little time. Everything makes a change.
Constable, what is the problem with the highway patrol here?
What you mean, the
Well,
problem?
you said that they weren't needed here, you don't want them here, and there's...
No, I didn't say I didn't want them here. Oh, no, I didn't.
Did you want to leave? You did say
I
that.
said we didn't need them.
Well, what'll happen if
We
they
got a lot
go?
of things yet we don't need.
Would you be better off without the troopers here? Would the town be better off without the troopers here?
Well, I'm going to say we need the highway patrols at the present.
At the present. And if they leave, what happens?
Everything will be back normal in a few days when they leave.
Back like it was before the march came through here, you mean?
No, it'll never be that way again.
Will the schools stay segregated when the troopers leave, do you think? What'll
Yeah.
happen?
I think it'll stay on like it is.
Do you think the schools will remain segregated if the
Oh,
troopers
no,
leave?
they're going to...
In other words, the schools are now permanently
I
integrated?
think so. Yeah, I do
You
believe
think
they will.
Negro children will be continuing to go to school here no matter what happens?
Yes,
Without violence?
that's right.
Constable,
Now, we're going to have a little violence. We've always had it.
that goes in anything.
That goes in any town or anything else, see. I wouldn't say we wouldn't have no violence in Grenada, because that'd be making too big a statement.
Of course, some people say a little is too much. Okay.
Well, I
What
wouldn't say
works
that.
100%? Now, can you tell me anything that works 100%?
Do you think
Is there
violence-
anything, can you put your finger on one thing that works 100%?
I see your point.
See what I mean?
Is violence useful occasionally, do you think?
It's useful.
Yes.
Not necessarily, no.
about
Sometimes
the
it
violence?
serves a pretty good purpose, though.
In what cases, for example?
Well, I got to go.
Before you go, Constable, tell me about what is your feeling about this beating?
I don't have any personal, I don't have any, I don't have anything personal against the men, but I don't like them to cover something and not tell it like it is.
Ma'am,
We got the forms on a private school.
are you starting a private school? Or
We're starting a private school. We want everybody to know we're starting a private
could you
school.
tell me about it so everybody will know, please?
No, I'm not going to tell you anything. This is for the Native people.
Is it private school so that the children won't have to go to school with Negroes?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because we are having confusion down in our high school.
Hey, get off the wire.
What kind of situation, man?
When he turned me loose, I knew he wasn't
Do you
joking.
think we need the help beat out of us?
It depends on how. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I'd have to read your stories, and then I'll say whether you print it one-sided or two-sided.
In other words, let me make sure I interpret you correctly. You feel that if we don't print, if you disagree with what is on television or on the newspapers, then the reporters need to be taught a lesson? Is that the idea?
I wouldn't say that.
I just want to make sure I understand you correctly.
I wouldn't say that. I just say if they're not going to print our side of it, as well as the other side, then they shouldn't invade our town here with all of this if they're not going to give us justice. All we want is justice through this thing.
What do you mean by invade, sir?
Huh?
What do you mean by
Well, just
invade?
come in, parade up and down the streets and block the streets. Look now, the whole street's blocked, see?
What do you think you as a constable, sheriff's office, and others should do about it?
I'm not backing up on that.
Well, should do about what now? What are you speaking
Well,
on?
I'm speaking of the fact that some newsmen have been beaten up by people here in the town.
Well, I
Is this
haven't
the
beat
proper
up
way?
one and
I know you haven't.
haven't seen one beat up. I don't believe in violence. I'm not, I don't believe in that.
We didn't send for nobody.
I believe in what's right all the way anywhere.
All right. But a fellow comes down here.
But we've had this thing going on here ever since they come in here, the 14th of June. They've tantalized, they've terrorized the town, they've ruined the business, and still they march. Still they go right on. I don't know what they want. And prior to this, and still yet, you let one of these niggers get in trouble, and you know who the way he goes? He don't run to one of his color, he runs to a white man. Now that's hard fact.
I didn't see that.
You don't think the newsmen are telling the truth here?
In some cases they don't. No, I've read their stories where I knew it was one-sided.
What specific charge do you have? What was untrue?
Huh?
Future of Grenada.
That in the press cemetery the other day.
Normal like it once was.
Which said what?
Said something to the fact that a bunch of white men went in and taken some niggers out of the school and whooped them up. No such happened.
How about television reporting? Is it doing a good job in your opinion?
No comment.
Huh?
Television newsmen, are they doing a good job, what you see on TV?
Yeah, there's some of it that's all right, but then it looks to me like some of it chopped out for the...
I'm elected with the county.
All right. Thank you very much.
My name is John Hart. I haven't met
My
you.
name's Guy Mitchell.
Yes, sir. And I think I'm a nice guy, and I think you are too. And I don't think there's any reason for you to do anything to me but shake hands.
Well, that's all right if I
And
shake
now it's on
hands.
the record, all right?
You want some news, you can come down there.
Down where? What kind of news?
Anytime you looking for.
You mean you shake hands with me in the
Right
daytime
slow
and
in
beat
the
hell out of me
depot.
at night?
Right, no, it won't be hell of it. Right at the end of Depot Street. Might get in from Watermill.
What would happen to us if we came down there tonight?
Might get in from Watermill.
You get some watermelon? That's not news, but it tasted good. One watermelon?
I even got some beer down there.
Have you?
Yeah.
Empty
Of
bottle?
course, I know you Yankee don't drink beer.
What kind you got?
I got Slit.
Slit? That's just about.
Of course, I know you Yankee don't drink.
No, we don't drink.
What's your little boy's name? Did you put his name on here? On the first. He's in the second grade? Oh. And you said his application in the same time as those others? Yeah. And the others got in, and this is the second time they sent him back? What did they tell you? Third time? You went to the same teacher each time? Did you been by the classroom yet?
These people out there, they're going to change a lot of this stuff. But we get something lawyer down with the lady the other day. And she argued the point and just told she was going to take her kids any place. And they found her 11 men, but they never did say they never found the slip.
You carried it with you Monday? What did they tell you then?
Wait a minute, what Monday you saying?
Yeah, brought it to the church.
And we carried it over there?
Yeah. Was that last Monday? This Monday you brought it under? Huh? You showed it to her. Where was the phone? In the day? You hadn't turned in one before? You hadn't turned in the phone. Don't you know you're supposed to turn the form in? Why you hadn't turned it in? Larry Bridges, that's your... When did you turn in your phone? You turned in September. Where did you turn in here? With the rest of them? Oh, your daddy did? And what they made like you hadn't turned the phone in? You know how many times? Did you put his name on here? On the first. He's in the second grade? Oh. Uh-huh. And you said his application in the same time as those others? Yeah. And the others got in, and this is the second time they said they're back. What did they tell you? Third time? You went to the same teacher each time? Did you been by the classroom yet?
These people out there, they've changed a lot of this themselves. But we can't simply lawyer down to lay the upper date. And she argued with one and just told she was going to take her kids any place, and they found her 11 men, but they never did say they never found the slip.
You carried it with you Monday? What did they tell you then?
Wait a minute, what money you saying?
Yeah, brought it to the church.
And we carried it over there?
Was that last Monday? This Monday you brought it on? Huh? You showed it to her. Where was the phone? In the day? You hadn't turned in one before? You hadn't turned in the phone. Well, don't you know you're supposed to turn the form in? Why you hadn't turned it in? Larry Bridges, that's your...
They told me not to come back no more.
Your mama turned the paper in last week? And she signed it? All right.
She signed me over there and lived at home.
Huh?
She signed me over there and lived at home.
Over to the white school? And they told you not to come back?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. All right. First day? Huh? Look at me, Dwight. Dwight, look here. Today was your first commissioner. Is that your brother there? Huh? Today was your first day? All right, sit down there. You're all right. You're a good boy. Don't worry. You're a good boy. Who know about that? Your brother? Your niece, you brought him over this morning? Who turned your farms in? Talk loud, man. She took the same time you was turning in? All right, what about Douglas McLean? That's him, man. And what about Bennett now? Deborah Bennett. Children.
My mother, she sent me out of well.
Talk loud, honey. I can't hear you. Talk loud.
My mother, she sent me out of well and wind. And then they she sent me out there to live at home.
And what did they tell you over there?
Told me to come back. Told me I signed for well.
Okay. Now what about Shirley Bennett? I mean, did the mom beat you back or did the teacher turn you around? Turn you around. And today is the first day you was able to get in there. And he told you, what did he tell you this morning? All right. What about Boyd? Mary Jane Boyd? Did you go Monday, honey? When have you been?
Why did the whites attack you, Henry?
I was standing out in front of the school, watching the kids go in, and while standing there about 10, 15 feet away, Grady Carroll indicating to a group of...
Who is he?
He's the constable.
All right. Ready? Why did the whites attack you, Henry?
It's clear to me it was because Grady Carroll, the constable for this area, pointed me out. There was a group of white toughs standing 10 to 15 feet away from me, and I saw Grady Carroll nod towards me while looking at the group of white toughs. They immediately converged on me, and I was no more than 4 or 5 feet from Grady Carroll, and they just pummeled me to the ground, and I was yelling, "Help, help, Grady, help me," and Grady wouldn't do a damn thing. He just stood by and watched, and finally, after they had smashed my watch out, my glasses, and I was bleeding, he apparently picked some of the people off and then walked me away and asked me what I was doing there causing trouble. He knew well who I was. I've sued him before several times.
You're a lawyer. Is there police protection in Grenada, Mississippi?
Absolutely no police protection. We're going to court today. We're asking the court to require them to keep whites out and protect these people. If not, I'm absolutely clear that we need federal troops. It's the grisliest situation I've ever seen.
And you know the South well.
I've lived here 2.5 years as a civil rights lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same time they came back the other time. It's the same time they come back last time.
Told you not to come back.
He let some of them in, but he wouldn't let all of them.
How come he wouldn't let you all in?
I don't know.
We didn't register. We registered at Willow Wilson and don't come back. Don't come back no more.
Don't come back anymore.
Did they say you registered at the wrong school or what?
He said we didn't register. We didn't register at Willow Wilson.
Where'd you go to school last week?
We didn't go last week.
Down here?
We just started today.
What'd they say?
So we didn't register, so we registered with the Wilson West Coast. They don't come back.
You haven't registered at all over here.
Most of them have registered.
They wouldn't let me go.
What happened?
They turn them around. They take my daughter in, but they turn the rest of them around. Turn about 30-something around.
Any reason for it?
Told them to go to the color school. Told them to go back to Willie Wilson.
Is that because they didn't make transfer applications?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
See, these the kids is going, you know, they made application over to the color school.
To go to the color
Go to color school.
Well, mine didn't.
No,
Mine didn't.
but some of them did. Some of them, you know, they didn't have their application to go to color school.
Did some of them get, when this white guy was running around, having them sign another application?
Yeah, my husband.
And a lot of them signed it by mistake?
Yeah. I signed mine back to Willie Wilson, but they taking me in this morning over to school.
I understand.
So application was in over there. But I had to change on account of my husband.
I didn't have mine.
Most of these children didn't make out the application for the white school.
Well, mine did. Mine did too.
You going back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Going back 8 o'clock in the morning, they'll be there.
You can't get in unless you've got...
I want to pick. He may be able to advise us and take over the supervision of constructing this first project of the business and professional people.
I just want to say that we feel that this is a most significant move for this community. One of the things that we've been saying all along is in the future, all over the South and all over the United States, we're going to build more businesses in the Negro community, more cooperatives, and we're going all out to achieve economic power. And I think this is one of the first expressions of this in Mississippi, and we intend to follow it through. I think also that this is the beginning of the complete economic redevelopment of Grenada. We're going all out to get federal programs in the community to deal with the housing conditions, which happen to be terribly depressing conditions, and to deal with the general economic deprivation of the Negro. And we feel that this new venture is one of the first and finest expressions of this, and we think it will come into fruition in the not too distant future as an expression of the collective pooling of resources on the part of Negroes in the community of Grenada, Mississippi.
And I'd like to correct that name. It's Jonathan Walker, of Walker's Construction Company in Atlanta, Georgia.
Dr. King, is this a certain special kind of black power?
Well, if we use that phrase, as you know, I don't use the phrase, but if we use that, I would certainly say this is the kind of concrete, real black power that I believe in. I don't believe in black separatism. I don't believe in black power that would have racist overtones. But certainly, if black power means the amassing of political and economic power in order to gain our just and legitimate goals, we all believe in that, and I think all white people of goodwill believe in that. And this is what we are beginning to see in Grenada. We are gaining political power. Some 3,300 Negroes are now registered to vote. And with this new economic venture and even larger ones in the future, this will give the kind of economic and political power to the Negro community of Grenada that will be so significant in achieving and fulfilling legitimate goals. Now I want to say a word to something here that is one of the finest examples of unity that I've seen anywhere. You supported this movement. By and large, you stuck together. Let me stress the fact that we can achieve much more through unity than we can through division. So let us stick together. Support this movement. For there is still a great deal of work to be done. Now, I don't need to point out in any long statement the many things that we have to do ahead. In Grenada, Mississippi, and all over the state of Mississippi for that matter, the Negro is still at the bottom of the economic ladder. The vast majority of Negroes of this state are poverty-stricken, unable to afford the basic necessities of life. In the Delta of Mississippi, some 60% of the people, Negro people, are unemployed. 90% or more are poverty-stricken. There are thousands and thousands of Negroes all over the state of Mississippi earning less than $800 a year. This is criminal. This is a shame before the Almighty God. Then the housing conditions are so shameful, the whole nation itself should rise up in shame. Negroes living in rat-infested slums, Negroes living in shacks. This should not be. This does not have to be. We are going to address ourselves to this in this movement. Thirdly, we're going to have to pool our limited resources to build businesses for ourselves. We're going to have to pool our resources and set out to do many of the things that we have not found in the larger society. Now, this is why I want to ask everybody in the adult community to put some money in this supermarket that we are building. This is a great venture. We've already raised some $26,000 or $7,000, including the $3,000 that we raised in a meeting earlier this afternoon. We are going on and raise that money in the next few days and then get a loan from the Small Business Administration. And that supermarket is going to be there as a monument of the determination of the Negroes of Grenada, Mississippi to free themselves. I want to ask you to support it. Now, everybody can't get $100 worth of shares or $1,000 worth, but I believe almost everybody can get at least $5 or $10 worth, so that everybody can feel a part of this cooperative movement. We are going to map a program to really get Grenada not only set up as an open city, but we are going to map a program to get more money in the pockets of the Negro people of the city of Grenada. We are going to work on a program to get better housing. I'm going to Washington personally to talk with Dr. Weaver, the head of our housing program in this country, about getting, on the one hand, public housing in Grenada and other places in Mississippi where we don't have it, and secondly, to build housing units for low and moderate income families that we ourselves can own. But now there's a plan in the federal government. There's a plan in the housing program where these units can be built 100% financed by the federal government through non-profit corporations. I'm going to be meeting with the ministers in Grenada, urging them through their churches to build homes all over this city for the Negro people so that we can live in honor and we can live in dignity and that we can live in sanitary housing conditions all over this city. So you see, there are many opportunities that we are going to deal with. There's a poverty program. We're going to get that poverty money right here in Grenada. And we want to see this city as a city of brotherhood. We want to see this city as a city where all of God's children will be able to develop fully and develop all of their potential. We want to see Grenada, Mississippi to the point that Negroes will no longer feel that they will have to go to Chicago or Los Angeles or Philadelphia or New York or another northern city. For I say to you tonight, my friends, the problems we have in Los Angeles today, the problems that we have in Chicago today, and all of our northern communities are there because of the apathy and the indifference of the North about conditions down in Mississippi. And if Mississippi had been a livable place, if Negroes had been able to get skills and education in Mississippi, many of the problems that we face in Chicago today wouldn't be there now. We are going to make the South livable. And we are going to get it over to Governor Johnson and Governor Wallace and every other governor in the South. And we aren't running any longer. We are going to stay in these communities and we are going to get our freedom now. We are going to get it here and we're going to get all of it.
when we open our meetings for fear the freedom singers and put you to sleep. Where's Bill and all of them tonight?
Grenada, Mississippi, a model city. And so I would that all of us and a warmth of spirit. Now, I'm sorry I can't say that we have always gotten that same hospitality from the white community in Grenada, but certainly you have given us a kind of cooperation and a kind of support. You have given us courage of individuals willing to suffer and sacrifice for something that they really believe. And this is exactly what you have done in Grenada. You have been I saw it on the television there with tears in her eyes, talking about how she had been beaten. Then the person who was interviewing her asked, "Do you plan to go back?" And she said, "Yes, I am going back." Then she went on to say, "I'm willing to die for my freedom." Yes. As I looked at that young girl, as I looked at others who were facing, sprang forth full grown from the head of Zeus. I'm so happy that our God didn't do it this way. He made it necessary for us to pass through childhood before we could get to adulthood. We read it, and this is what we must see. Say a word to the young people, particularly those who are now attending to get across. Now this leads me to say a word to the white community. I'm disturbed about the white community, North and South. I've seen it all over. I'm disturbed about the fact that there are still all too many white people in our country who will still use violence to try to keep us down. I'm disturbed about the fact that all over our country there are still white persons who will murder and assassinate Negroes simply because they want to be free. I'm disturbed about the fact that there are still sheriffs and constables in our southern states who will join with mobs and aid them and abet them in their activities of defiance and evil. I'm disturbed about the fact that there are still sheriffs in the South who will lock Negroes up at night and take them out way over in the night to some wayside road and beat them and leave them half dead and sometimes kill them and throw them in the river. I'm disturbed about the fact. I'm disturbed about the fact there are all too many political leaders who are still feeding their constituents with the stale bread of racism. I'm disturbed about the fact that in Alabama and Mississippi, tens and tens of murders have been committed. Negroes and white civil rights workers. Nothing has been done about it. This disturbs me. Oh, that is a need now for something to be done. But I'm not only disturbed about these obvious violent culprits. I'm disturbed about some other forces in the white community. I'm disturbed about those so-called nice, gentle white moderates who are more concerned about order than they are about justice, who are more concerned about tranquility and the status quo than they are about justice and humanity. I'm disturbed about them. I'm disturbed about some of my fellow white clergymen. I was happy about a white clergyman here in Grenada yesterday. I read about him. Some of the courageous things that this Methodist minister said. God bless him for the courage. God bless him. There are all too many that are still silent. There are all too many that prefer to remain silent behind the safe security of stained glass windows. I'm disturbed about them. I'm also disturbed about the Congress of our nation. I don't know if you know about this Congress. This Congress perpetrated upon the people of our nation one of the most tragic and saddest acts ever perpetrated on our nation when it failed to allow the Civil Rights Bill of 1966 come to the floor to be voted on. And that bill died in Congress today. That disturbs me. And I want somebody up there in Washington to know that when that bill died, a lot of faith in America died on the part of people who are tired. I want that Congress to know that when that bill died, our nation's verbal commitment to truth died. That bill died in Congress today. Our so-called commitment to democracy died when that bill died. Our so-called commitment to justice died. And I want to say to the white community of America, you can keep on doing this if you like to. You can engage in these suicidal acts if you want to. You're leading our whole nation down a dark alley of defeat. The world is looking at America. 2/3 of the peoples of the world are colored. And they are wondering whether we mean what we say when we talk about democracy. And this kind of reaction only weakens our prestige in the world. But not only that, it increases the frustrations and the despair and the bitterness of all those individuals who've been under the yoke so long. And I say tonight to white America, that there will be no rest, there will be no tranquility in this nation until the Negro has his freedom. And America has a choice now. Either you give the Negro his God-given rights and his freedom, or you face the fact of continual social disruption and social chaos. America, which will you choose? Let me say that our white brothers must come to see another thing. We aren't going anywhere. We're going to be here. We've heard about Back to Africa movements. I love Africa. That is our ancestral home. I've been to Africa at least 4 different times, and I get a great sense of dignity as I walk the soils of Africa. I love Africa. But I'm going to live right here in the United States. I don't plan to go to Africa. This is my home. We labor. White America must come to see that we're going to be here. Thank you very kindly, Reverend Cunningham, and thank you, my dear friends of Grenada, Mississippi. In a sense, I should open by saying tonight that I'm happy to be back home. And I say that because when we were here during the Meredith March, and I had the privilege of meeting so many of you, I really felt a sense of hospitality and a warmth of spirit on the part of Meg standing amid the surging murmur of life's restless sea. But ever and again, you have gotten up and this is the beauty of this movement. You've been an inspiration to all of us.